the woman, the myth, the legend, Joc Tha Manager. Listen,
Yes, ma'am.
it's been hard getting this hard working woman here, and I finally got her here. Oh my
Yes.
God, this is a Toya T exclusive. Everybody wants this woman, and I got her.
You got me.
Yes. So man, we just came back from Lil Kiki listening thing.
We did.
How was it,
It
to
was,
you?
Man, it was packed.
It
was.
was.
A super dope event.
What? It was.
I look forward to his new project.
I
dropping.
know. I liked it.
I did too.
I'm gonna
did
say
too.
I like this one better than was it Self-Made?
Mm-hmm.
The last one.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
You like
one
this
better.
Yeah, I did too. I definitely. He never really disappoints
At all.
You know what I'm saying? He consistently puts on for the city. But
Yes.
I was feeling this one.
And his events and all his parties and stuff.
Yes. His team. Shout out to his team.
Yes, definitely. It was star-studded. I enjoyed myself. But how was your weekend?
Man, it was a weekend. I had personal time.
Okay.
You know, my son graduated from middle
Yes.
school. And
Shout out.
Yeah, my sister had a birthday.
Yes, she did. Happy birthday,
yes,
Jody.
happy birthday. And so, yeah, I had personal time this weekend.
Okay.
Because it's over with now.
Right. And listen, shout out to all the graduates.
Facts, very much.
Shout out
so.
to all the graduates because there were so many graduates, and I mean, it's just an honor. And for those that didn't graduate during the pandemic,
Yeah,
these
facts.
are the pandemic kids.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
stayed at home and
Yeah.
wasn't able to go to school, you know, and then they finished out. So shout out to y'all.
Yes.
But what I don't like is how they went to prom and did they big one, and people on social media criticizing the parents and criticizing them for the type of suits they had. Like some had no shirts, some had jewelry, some had the luxury cars.
They definitely
You
did.
know,
I
and
definitely saw. Shout out to all the prom goers. 'Cause
yes,
y'all was flexing on them.
yes.
I will say some of them dresses was a little out of line. They was a little too revealing. I was like,
Child, they thought they was going to the Met Gala, honey.
did. But a lot of them, for the most part, they put on.
They did.
So I feel like, you know, just like you said, these are the kids that went through the pandemic. So celebrate them. Like,
yes. And if it's their parents' money, it's not your money. Why
y'all
is it?
worried?
Why?
Because you don't have that money to spend.
Oh my.
If you broke, just say that.
And then you didn't go all out for you and yours like that. Oops.
Because
did
my
we
daughter
say
graduating
that?
next year, and baby, we putting on from
Putting it
March
on.
to
Yes.
Yes.
And I seen this one post that went viral. Mom spent $75,000 on a prom send off.
Is that the one where the girl had the big posters
Yes,
of herself
ma'am.
all
All
around the house?
around. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I will say this though, $75,000 is a lot.
Huh.
Her college better be paid
Let's
for.
talk about it. Let's talk
College
about
better be
it.
paid for. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Or
about that.
investment in your
Something.
daughter. Something.
It has to be something else. But if you have that type of money, spend it on your children. That's who it's for. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's what we work hard for, to make sure our kids don't go through the same things we went through
Yeah.
and are celebrating in different ways. So
And shout out to the young lady because she made a 3.0 full ride scholarship.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, mom said that she
Yeah.
deserved it.
yeah, well, if she got a full ride scholarship, I don't blame her either. I would have spent the save college money. Come on, let's party.
Let's go. Let's go. So I know you heard about, because we spilling all the tea, no shade,
Okay,
honey.
okay, what
Yes,
was that?
ma'am. I know you heard about Taylor Swift and Ice Spice linking up to do a song.
I did.
It is supposed to be what everybody is waiting for.
I'm interested to hear it.
I'm interested too.
If somebody got it, leak it.
Please,
Please.
please leak it so we can know if we're gonna waste our time and
Yes,
money or not.
Yes, but I honestly feel like it's gonna be fire.
You think
I'm
so?
Yeah, I grew up on pop.
Yes,
That was my era. I loved it from, like, my favorite singers are still Mariah Carey and Celine Dion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm a pop girl.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see what that be like.
Okay.
I ain't never had that before.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And reason why I say that is because Ice Spice, no offense, shout out to you, all woman power. She's just boring to me. Like for me
Okay.
as a rapper or what she's talk about and like how is that song how is gonna even come about?
Well, I'll say this. With a feature that big, I really hope they have writers or someone in place to navigate it.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? So
to capture both of their
Right,
style and
right.
swag, because that's a mismatch
It
right there.
is,
How
it
you gonna
is,
do
but
that?
I promise you, they probably made it make sense.
They better.
Yeah.
And I think that came about when Nicki did the Princess Diana song
Yeah.
with Ice Spice.
Yes.
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 And I want to say shout out to Nicki, because she's doing her big one. She's going for the underdogs.
Yes.
And I like her strategy. I really like her strategy. Because nobody really in the industry is messing with
That's right.
the big dog.
But she always do that though. I say that, like, with the women that are coming out, she's definitely been really supportive of them, no matter what their stature is.
And because she says that the mainstream women don't like her and hate on her, because I don't know if you heard her in Young Miami, they going at it.
I saw a little tweet, but I ain't had a time. My artist been driving me crazy, so I ain't had time to play on the Twitter. What's
Right.
going on? What's going on?
So I guess Nicki Minaj made a red ruby sleeves. That's her song. Diss toward Young Miami. Young Miami was like, baby boo, I'm ready to come on your podcast show and let you have it. Yes, ma'am. She say, I'm ready to meet you face to face. And I think it's like industry. I think it would be if they could maintain their beef and could just converse back and forth.
Because Young Miami's an Aquarius, and so speaking from the Aquarius
Ow,
school,
ow, yeah. I'm a
do.
January Aquarius.
I'm a
Which one?
February Aquarius.
Okay, yes, yeah. I love it.
I definitely think Carisha can handle herself.
She can.
And I definitely think, Nikki's been real good at addressing stuff, having conversations without it getting rah-rah.
Are you sure? Because
I mean, I think it's just because it's from where Nikki's from. I think she's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I don't think it's intentional.
Okay.
I just think that's that whole New York upstate thing, because they're aggressive. It is what it is. They're not friendly up there.
At all.
No.
And then being a woman in the industry, so you have to have that mentality.
Yeah, and a pioneer too.
Yes.
You're still one of the ones that broke records, opened doors for so many of the others to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
so you have a reputation to uphold.
Facts.
Yes, ma'am. And so let's get off into you. With that being said, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Being a woman in this industry, in the business, and you have done an awesomely job and still doing an awesomely job.
Thank
Yes,
you so
ma'am.
much.
I admire your hard work. I really do. Your work ethic.
Thank
I
you.
really, really do.
It's hard.
And you're humbled. I know.
It's so hard.
I'm sure. So being a woman in this industry, how do you keep it together and stay so strong and just keep it moving?
Man, I've learned, I'm not going to say I have to,
Okay.
I have learned to let things that are not going to make my bank account grow roll.
I know that, right?
And if it's not beneficial, it's artificial. So,
Okay. So were there incidents or situations that got you like that, or just being in the industry?
I just really think that's just what I've learned just dealing with certain people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a roller coaster.
I
You know what I'm
bet.
saying? So it's been highs, lows, goods, bads, and just with certain people, you just have to learn, like, it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody's always going to have something to say.
Ooh.
Somebody's always going to have an opinion. You're always going to be somebody's enemy for no reason. So I just let them people be, because at the end of the day, your problem is with me because why? Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't bother y'all. I don't bother nobody.
Right.
I speak if I can help any artist, independent. If you have that time and you like in my inbox or you see me and you like showing me, I'll never hesitate to give advice, share my knowledge, nothing. So I'm not the type of person. So I just let people do you, because you're the one who I'm working.
Right, major grinding, and
know?
that's what I say too. Yeah, you always
drop.
Yes,
Could
hold it in. And listen, for those of you that's just tuning in or you don't know, you need to know. This is Joc the Manager. Yes, managers out here just really doing it big. Who are some of the artists that you manage? If you could just tell people.
I manage OTB Fastlane. You know, shout out to the bus.
Shout out.
I manage Doughboy Sauce. Shout out to the sauce.
Shout out.
I manage Cash Out Ace. Shout out to the Cash
Shout
Out family.
out.
I manage. I'm forgetting somebody. So many people. It's
I'm
so
sure,
horrible.
yes.
Who I forgot? Oh, I did. I'm gonna get beat up for this one. Shout out to my Rock
Rock
Solid
Solid
family, like a
teaching.
motherfucker. Shout out to Rock
Yeah.
Solid teaching them, and shout out to my blender boys. Shout out to Neighborhood Kills.
Shout out,
Them my boys on my
yeah!
roster.
Shout out to Neighborhood Kill. Yeah, man, that's a star-studded list right there. Your
Man.
roster is booked and busy, as
Booked
they
and busy,
say.
booked
Booked
and
and busy. Yes, ma'am. So, in your journey, what is the hardest lesson you had to learn in this journey for somebody that's listening?
Man, the hardest lesson that I had to learn was, it was a business lesson.
Okay.
It was, even though you still entrust somebody else to do something, in this industry is so much at stake that if you're the overseer, you still better oversee it. You
All
better
right
not
now.
just trust and believe that someone has done what they said they did without following behind it.
Okay.
That's like my biggest lesson.
Right.
That's a lesson I learned on tour.
Okay. On tour.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in the industry?
Man, so I'm a lover of music. I always love music. I play an instrument.
What instrument, girl?
Nothing is in private, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're not gonna never talk about it.
Okay.
We're not gonna never talk about it. I
Okay.
have stage fright. I'm shy when it comes to that. That's why I like the background.
Okay.
Yeah, I can talk. I can handle your business. Don't ask me to do what I like to do at home in my privacy.
Okay,
We're not doing it.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a music lover. I've always been a music lover. So I really started, I am 38, so I said, okay, fuck it, for my 30th birthday. I started my management company, and I found a independent artist. I've always been an independent artist advocate. I'm a believer in helping the underdogs get where they gotta go. It's so many people in this industry that gatekeep and don't share knowledge.
Ooh, talk about
and
it.
don't have their business in order. Like,
At
you know, for the
all.
most part, people just want to make music.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you want to do. That's your talent. But it's really, really important that you have somebody that, one, believes in you. Like, everyone's like, oh, I see what you're doing. I want you to be my manager. And I tell people all the time, my roster full. But it's not about how big or where you see somebody at. It's about having somebody that believes in what you have going on and is willing to sacrifice their time, whether money is being made or not, to help you get where you got to go.
Right. Because a lot of indie artists, they don't have that support and that backing.
They don't.
They don't even know where to get started after you wrote a song and recorded it.
Right.
You know, so that.
Or if they do that, all they know is, let me upload it to iTunes. That's it. But they're not even collecting the money on the royalty side, the streaming side, none of that they're supposed to. It's so, like, it's crazy. And I know a lot of people don't know this, but even with your PROs, like, if you don't register your songs and you don't go collect your money, the money that they've collected at the end of the year, like, it goes into a pot. Now, I'm not saying you can't get your money back if you do go do it, because you can, but it goes into a pot, and the top artists on your PRO's roster, that's split, and it go to them.
Oh, wow.
All because you didn't take care of your business.
Take care of your business.
Yeah.
And you can have a hit song and then just flying off the charts, and you're not making the money
Not.
that you, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really important to have your business in order. Putting that hit song out is cool, but you know, like, people are scared to touch paperwork. Like, when you're in the art, when you're in that artist mode and you in the studio and you then cooked up with this producer and you then did this, now you're like, hey, I want to release the song. The first thing you should do is have somebody there that's going to talk about the split sheets. Hey, how we doing this? Who gets what percentage? Who's going to register this? Because there's so many checks that come with this that's missing.
Right.
Every day. And I help people find them for a small fee.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
We can find them.
I know that's right. And you heard what she said. So before they get to you and to pay that small fee, just any advice maybe you want to give somebody to say, hey, or they feel like, hey, I'm ready. I need a manager. I'm ready to get out there. What should they do first before they get out here to shop around to find a manager or feel like they're ready to be signed?
Man, I really feel like artists shouldn't look for a manager.
Okay.
I really feel like if someone, just like I said, you need somebody that believes in you. So you need that person that's like, hey, I like what you got going on. Let me pull up and see what you're doing. You need that person that's really involved and tapped in with you. So if it's and it don't even have to be, like I said, somebody that's a professional. Because it's learning. It's what you know. It's not who you know. Well, it is who you know, not what you know. Let me stop there.
Ooh, it's definitely who you know.
Who you know will open doors that what you know don't even matter. But in those situations, you know, is what you can gain and what you can learn. You know what I'm saying? So a manager can always learn what to do. And I
Yeah.
coach other managers if they're interested too. So I
Okay.
share my knowledge.
Share your knowledge.
Yeah, I
And
can't manage
don't
everybody.
gatekeep. That's right. That's right. So for an independent artist that's looking for that support or wanting to get out there, what can they do to find that support or find somebody to help or mentor them?
Man, definitely reach out. Reach out to the people that you do see working. Reach out. Because I have people to where, I've had people hit me up before, and yeah, my roster's full, but I know other managers that are really good and knows the same things that I
Okay.
do. So, if you've shared it with me, I can still share it with somebody else. Now, that don't mean hop in my DM and
Right.
be like, listen to this track, okay, y'all? So
Right.
that's for, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
They going crazy for Jack on here.
Hey.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, you dropping so many gems when you say you're not. Hey,
I'm not a gatekeeper.
you're not a gatekeeper.
I don't care about sharing my knowledge. Like if you're really serious about managing, I would rather coach another manager into managing, because at the end of the day, you're not my competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody have their own skill sets,
Yes.
talents. It's so many different types of managers, and you need more than one manager. As an artist, you need a
Yes.
team of people that believe in you to get you where you gotta go, because one or two people can't do it all.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, when you see artists that really flow and have their things in order, it's because they have 3-4 people that are like, hey, I'm on the calls, hey, I'm on the labels, hey, I'm doing your uploads, hey, I'm doing your... It can't just be one person.
Right, right. And another thing that I noticed, networking.
Yes.
Networking is very important.
It is.
Very important. Getting out to these showcases, even if you're not performing, get out to these
Still being in the room
showcases
with
and
the right
being in the
people. Yeah.
room. Don't be afraid to introduce yourself, shake hands, tell the people what you do. Be ready to stay ready to keep from getting ready.
Fact.
Have you some songs, freestyle or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
To present
To
just
present
say, hey, this is who
yourself
I am.
so
Yeah.
that when you get in front of those important people to make it happen, you're ready.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So what was the project or the whatever that you did that got people to pay attention to who Joc is?
Man, I think... Okay, so I think people kind of started to learn who I was. I definitely work with Lavish.
Okay.
That was a nice stepping stone in my career. Shout out to Lavish.
Shout out.
We definitely went our separate ways, but
Okay.
still shout out to her. She was a big stepping stone in my career. But other than Lavish, I just think it was actually Doughboy Sauce's birthday event.
Okay.
I think that's when everybody was like, yo, who did this? How did we do this? And it just kind of took off from there. Like,
Okay.
I still have my other clients, but I think it was the ability to put together an event of that magnitude, like by myself, just me and Doe. Like,
Okay.
it was literally like, hey, Doe, XYZ, yeah, no, okay, bet, let's
Okay.
make it happen. Hey, what about? I've never put together a festival together a day in my life,
Wow.
but
It made it happen.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful event.
and it's an annual event, so
Okay.
we're doing Doe Day again this year. And
Okay.
it's gonna be a Tom Bass. So we
Okay,
taking
Tom
it to a
Bass to a higher
whole nother
level.
yeah.
All right, all right. Well, I love it. I love it. I love it. Before we go, you have anything else you want to say? Anything you got coming up? You want people to tap in, tune into?
Man, for sure. First of all, I want y'all to check out every artist I have on my roster.
Yes.
All of them have amazing work coming out. All of them have been working so hard, recording, shooting their videos, doing everything y'all want to do. I mean, that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good feeling to be a part and see people obtaining their goals and their dreams
Yeah.
and helping them do it. But I really want y'all to tap in. Fastlane Start Tour tomorrow.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We on that Make It Make Sense tour.
Yeah,
We
make
gotta
it make sense. Got to.
You gotta make it make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So we rolling through July. He releasing his mixtape in June. And we got
Okay.
a big mixtape release party weekend coming up
Okay.
in June. So Lane really just been on his grind.
Okay.
And,
Yes,
it's well
definitely.
deserved. So I'm excited to be a part of what's coming. Really.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you want to tap in a little bit about what's coming, or you want to? All right, y'all gotta just stay tuned.
They gotta stay tuned.
Stay tapped in.
Yeah,
If they
don't
want to
miss
hit
the
you
buzz.
up, where can they hit you up at?
Man, Joc Tha Manager, you can find me anywhere and everything. You can Google me, www.jocthamanager.com, Instagram, Twitter, everything's the same. So you can just find me.
Okay. Okay. The best event, the best show, best thing you done put on before we leave out of here. What was it?
Man, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. You know, did tour for Teasy last year. He did
I
tour with
remember
Rod
that,
Wave.
with Rod Wave,
And that's
yeah.
like the biggest thing I have done.
Okay.
On top of, you know what I'm saying, those events.
Okay.
But besides that, I really think Lane's tour is about to be the biggest because we got 15 dates. You know, it's a all put together in-house, off-the-block production.
Okay.
So I'm excited
Okay.
about that. It's a full independent tour.
Full independent tour, and make sure y'all make it make sense.
Facts.
Make it make sense.
Facts.
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, stay tapped in. It's your Get a Girl Toya T. You heard it right here from my mouth to your ears. I'm with the
Joc Tha Manager.
yeah. Until next Thursday, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We are out.
They may not have it. That be my fault, man. But we did services, so I don't know.
If it's on title.